Continuation of working on this Remington 22 rifle. I'm going to do one more attempt at get this. Here's a little, I don't know if it happened when it was made or what, but I got to clean that off to kind of blend in better. There's a little darkness in there yet. A little bit here. I might work on that, and up here. Other than that, I shouldn't need any more stripper on it. We'll just have to send this stripper home. So I'm going to get my stripper and stuff and put it on here, see what we can do. Also, I might start cleaning up the barrel and the mechanism, trigger mechanism, and where the magazine goes. But it's just going to take quite a bit of cleanup, but I think it's going to clean up pretty nice. And we'll see. So, move on here. I have a neighbor that's weed eating over here, and I hope it doesn't interfere with the audio, but I'll just talk a little louder. Get this on there. Just hit these few places that need a little extra help to get the old finish off. I don't know if it was stained or just years of not being refinished yet. If not all of it. This is probably about the 5th time I've done on these special areas that probably have the most build up. And then I'll take my steel wool, hot steel wool, which is pretty fine, I believe. It's not doing with a real light sandpaper if I need to. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything with it. When I do clear it, only the imperfections that I can't get out will show. I'm not seeing too many. There's a couple places on here that may be a little imperfection, but I mean, it's character. That's the character of the gun or rifle. I'm sorry, I keep calling it gun. It's been a long time. I've been out of it for 50 some years, so I go back to the old civilian ways. But this should probably pretty much do it. Already I got the project from my wife in the shed that I will stain that, then I can clear coat this and those at the same time. Then I can start working on the barrel. And I want to get this 22 done here in the next few weeks, but next week we're going back to Iowa for a few days for a Huffman family picnic. Good time, great people. We try not to ever miss it. We missed it several years because the things that came up, the things that we needed to do or couldn't go back. And then we go on a vacation to Montana to Glacier National Park after that, and they're about 2 weeks apart. So my neighbor's still weed eating. I don't know if you hear that. Plane going over. Rapid City Airport is just east of here, about 10 miles. Then Ellsworth just north of there. And we get a lot of traffic, air traffic. It's always kind of nice when the B-1s fly over. They're really loud when they're low, just loud as all get out. But some people don't like that noise. Some of us call it the sound of freedom. But I guess it depends on how you look at things. Okay, I'm going to... The commercial airport and things like that. I don't know why these come in around that way. I don't know if it's a stranger. Just what I do that. Okay, this will be the test. If this is going to be my last attempt to clean all the old finish off, this area is the one I'm really concerned about, and I think it's cleaning up. Dip your steel wool in the water often, kind of keep it cleaned out, because that stripper likes to kind of cling to the steel wool, and it doesn't do as good a job unless the steel wool is fairly clean or rid of the stripper. Just need to send her home. I think this is going to be the last attempt. I think this is kind of what it's going to be like. Once I clear it, but it'll be a satin. It won't be as shiny. This is going to be an assault rifle, but I want it to kind of not stand out as far as the finish because of the barrel and trigger and magazine metal will be re-blued, and I think it's going to be kind of duller finish. So it's really coming along nice. I think my little area here where that kind of wood is chipped away is coming out okay now. I really don't want to go over it again with this. I want to get it clear coated, let grain. So we'll see. This is really the first time I've ever done this, but kind of learning as I go. I got a bunch of different strippers. It says not to mix them or not to use one and then the other, but I did, and it seems to have done a pretty good job on this. But that's what I'm kind of going for, because the clear coat, giving it a satin finish, will kind of bring out the grain. But okay, I'm gonna clean all this out. I still got to get Q-tips and stuff and clean out all where the cavity where all matters. Okay, we're gonna wipe this off. Try to get all the excess off. Then I'll let it dry for another day. Actually, tomorrow, July 1st, is my birthday, and I wouldn't mind even doing the first clear coat on this tomorrow, kind of celebrate my birthday. I'll be 25, many times over. Actually be 72. I was born in 1951, July 1st. The same birth date, July 1st, as Princess Diana. I kind of like that. She was a good woman. Good woman. Too bad she got hooked up to the royal family. Don't let me get in. Don't get me into that or started on that. Queen Elizabeth, I liked her. I think she was probably one of the best royalties, queen or king, that they've ever had. Clean. I'm going to let it dry. Then I'm going to take a Q-tips in the little areas where I can't really get into, because I want to get this thing really just like it's new, just like it came off the assembly line. I think the areas that I was focusing on are pretty much taken care of here. So I'm going to kind of go back in my shed, hang this up, let it set a day, and then see what I can do with it. I'm going to bring out the little thing I'm staining for my wife, and So, see what we can do with that.